Good morning everyone and welcome to the post Ironman 70.3 Whistler video update. So I kind of want to go through the race and mention everything that happened when my knee gave out, why it gave out, and what pushed me through the finish line for enduring all that pain after my knee gave out. So the morning of the race, my knee was feeling good, but I knew that as soon as I started running, it would start flaring up. So my swim went amazingly well. It was my fastest swim pace-wise and not time-wise. I swam a 1 minute 31 seconds per 100 meter, which I've never swam that in a race before, but because I had a little bit of deviation when I was swimming, I ended up swimming 2.2 kilometers instead of the 1.9 for the race. That's something that I'm gonna be working on for the next season, is swimming straight. But I swear to God, every time I looked up, that buoy was right in front of me and I was feeling confident that I was swimming straight. But when I got out the water, I saw my time of 34 minutes and 50-ish seconds. I was like, that's impossible. I'm pretty sure I went faster than that. But anyways, I'll put it on the screen. You can see there's like tiny deviations in my swimming. Anyways, I ended up adding 300 meters and ended up adding 4 minutes to my swim time. And then I went on the bike. The bike felt good, but I didn't want to push it too hard because I knew that I wanted to save my knee for the race, because biking hurts it a little bit, but not a lot. So I ended up biking a good bike. Definitely didn't push the hardest that I could, but I was pretty proud with my time, the power that I put out and the pace that I was setting. And when it came to the run, that's where my brain started going into panic mode a little bit, because I haven't really ran for 2 weeks prior to the race because I want to save my knee for the race. And yeah, started running. Everything was fine because it was on the road, it was on pavement, and then about 8 to 10, it started being trail, so just rock. It's more slippery, it's more unstable, and then my knee started flaring up. I started feeling like a 2 to 5% flare up. I could feel that there was a little twitch there, and at 10th kilometer, then it got a little bit stronger, and then from 10 kilometers to 10.5, it started being downhill in the trail, so rocks, so instability, and then holding my body weight when I'm going downhill. And then at 10.5, my knee just fully gave out, fell on the floor, just like one massive electric shooting pain in my knee, and then my leg just gave out for that time because of the electric shock. So I got up and I was like, okay, I thought it would hopefully happen later on, so I wouldn't have to walk the 11.5 kilometers that I had left to run. So I started walking. Again, every step that I made, I had sharp electric pain just like shoot through the right side of my knee, all the way to my hip. And then I don't say the paramedics, but the people that were on course, making sure everyone was fine, were just asking me if I needed to go back to the tent, if I needed anything. And I was like, no, like I'm gonna finish this race. I don't want to leave the course because then you're disqualified, you're DNF, and I really wanted to finish that race. So I walked, and then when it felt a little bit better, I jogged. But again, every single step, just sharp electric pain, just shooting. And I was trying to get used to it, and I went through so many different emotions going through that 11 kilometers. Like it took me like 2 hours almost. It took me an hour and a half to do 11 kilometers, which I can do that in less than an hour. I went through so many different emotions. I was angry at myself that I probably could have done more to fix my knee. I was angry that all those people that I passed on the bike were passing me. My ego definitely took a shot. I'm super competitive, and I hate losing. I hate losing to myself for what I've set, like the standards that I've set for myself, and I definitely didn't achieve that during that race. But it was very interesting to see where my brain would go when people would pass me, because they write your age on your calf, so I could see who was in my age group that was passing me. And in my mind, they had no business passing me, because I knew that I was fitter than how I was running right now. I knew that I was better than the performance that I was putting out. And I guess that's just the ego and competitive aspect in me that was thinking of that. Kicked a couple cones, punched a couple boards. I was really angry. At one point, I just like fully gave up. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna eat my orange, drink my Red Bull. I'm gonna take my time at the bathroom because it doesn't matter anyways, because my time is gonna suck. But then I got back into the competitive aspect where I'm like, you know what, like even though I'm injured, I still want to finish at a decent time for someone that's injured. So I tried jogging the last 2 kilometers And I told myself that I wouldn't walk no matter what. And it was painful. It's the most amount of pain I've ever been in my entire life. I was getting delusional because of the pain. I was just getting really dizzy, and I thought that was going to be the first time I was going to faint, because I've never fainted before. I've got tattooed in like under my armpit for my sleeve. I got a bunch of different stuff that I thought would make me faint and didn't, and I thought that would be the time. I was kind of weirdly excited about it, but it didn't end up happening. And probably within the last kilometers, I just started crying because I was in so much pain. I kept pushing. My body was like, stop, you shouldn't be doing this. But I was like, I need to finish this race, and I need to finish it strong. But I'm happy I had glasses, and when I crossed the finish line, because they were just hiding the fact that my eyes were red and that I wasn't feeling 100%. If you look back at the previous video to this, which is the vlog for the race, you can see when my girlfriend comes to film, I'm like, I don't want to be on camera right now. I'm in an insane amount of pain, and I just don't feel good. Yeah, that was my Ironman 70.3 Whistler experience. It was my first time doing that race. I was feeling so strong. I was feeling so confident that I would beat my time from Victoria, and I was feeling fitter and stronger. And also that brought a lot of things up for me in terms of how I treated my body. Like, I'll be honest, I wasn't someone that stretched a lot, that foam rolled a lot, that took care of his body. I was just going go, 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 and my body can take it. I'm a machine, just keep on pushing. And there's a lot of different aspects in my life now that I'm realizing that are causing stress on my mind and my body, and that's reflecting itself in when I'm training and when I'm racing. For example, like my girlfriend having cancer and us going through the whole process of healing her, the financial aspect of funding all those treatments, my training. I got a new job at the time, and there's a big requirement on that part because I wanted to show that I deserve to be there. So there's a lot of things happening on top of not stretching, sleeping a little bit less, like all that compounded to when I got to that car accident, the weakest part of my body gave out, and it was just my body sort of saying like, hey, like, chill out, you're doing too much right now, you're like killing yourself, you're beating yourself down, you need to relax, and this injury is forcing me to do that. So it's been 2 weeks since the race. I did my first bike workout really slow, like 150 watts for an hour and 15 minutes 2 days ago. I had probably like three or four swims because I love swimming. Swimming doesn't hurt my knee, and I just want to keep moving because I have all this energy every day that I'm used to expenditure. I'm used to all this exercise I'm used to doing, and when I'm not doing it, I have just a ball of energy inside that I need to use up. Been lifting some weights and been stretching and foam rolling every single day. My IT band, my glutes, my hamstrings, my quad, my back, my neck, my shoulders, like, it's just been stretching everything, and I feel a lot better now. I can finally walk normally. It took me about a week and a half in order to be able to walk normally without feeling any pain in my knee post race. So now I want to make sure that I don't replicate that next year, because next year I would really love to go to the World Championship, but that all depends on the biggest priority right now is healing my girlfriend's cancer and paying for those treatments and making sure that she has everything that she needs in order to heal. So I want to focus on that, and my goal is for that to be healed within the next year. And if that happens, then I would love to go to the World Championship and compete there. And if not, then it's going to go to the next year. I'm in no hurry. I just entered a new age group, so I still got 3 or 4 years before I exit that age group, and I'm competing against guys that are 29, 30 years old. So they've been training longer than I have, so I still got time to catch up to them and to be at the level that I want to. I know everyone's on a different journey. We all have our own path in life, and right now that's mine. Those experiences are building me mentally and psychologically so that I become a stronger person later on, and that's also serving me in my training and in racing. If I didn't go through the things that I'm going through, I don't think I would have been mentally strong enough to finish that race. Like, it would have made a lot of sense for me to quit because it was an insane amount of pain, but I kept going just because of all the mental and psychological challenges that I've had that made me stronger. And also, I've said that in many videos, every time I'm hurt or I don't feel like finishing something, I think of my girlfriend. She wakes up every single day to do her treatments and to keep fighting. I have no reason to quit no matter what I do. That amount of pain that I was feeling is 10% of what she feels. So I have no reason to not finish. So this is turning out to be a longer video than I expected. For those of you guys that made it all the way at the end, I thank you so much for your support. I know this video has been requested a little bit. Yeah, I'm excited for the next season. I want to post like one or two, probably one video a week on YouTube just to make it sustainable with the training and taking care of my girlfriend. But I really appreciate your support and all the love that you guys have been showing me. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.